Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. And as I posted in an earlier video, this is my end fed. This is the one I've been using to transmit on. Of course, I had a storm a few weeks ago, and it obliterated my end fed. So I was trying to repair it. What I wanted to do is I filled it in with, what do they call that? Expanding foam. Filling the cavity. That did okay. And then I try to, I put that piece back in there. This is still another piece that's in there. Of course, it obliterated the rest of the pieces. Eventually, I try to put this in there with the silicone, and it's just not going to stay. It's just too, even though it's kind of rubberized material, it's not going to work. Plus, I noticed that there is some fissures or cracks already forming here. As you can see closer, you can see those cracks already. So this is going to eventually fail. This box is brittle. I had this end fed for all around, I'm going to say 8 years now. It's been out here a year and a half. Before that, it was out up on the roof for about 3 years. So it's already, past its prime. So I decided to get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this guy and say bye-bye to this guy. I'm going to use some of the parts. I'm going to keep some of the parts for this if I ever want to build another one, especially the tour rate inside there. Of course, this is a 9-to-1 onion. And eventually I'm going to, when I cut that, I'm going to use this for now. There's a 1-to-1 balun. I had this for a few years. I actually have a couple of them. I actually used one of these to make my loop a few years ago, my copper tube loop. It worked well. So now I'm going to use this to replace that. Of course, this is a balun, not an onion. So actually what I'm thinking about is temporarily just using it on one side and maybe eventually use this other leg and maybe do like a kind of, not an inverted V, kind of like a sideways V or something. I don't know. Because I don't want to do a dipole with it right now. I just want to get up and running. I want to see. I'm going to try this, even if it's on one end, and see what happens. Okay? So let's do that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say bye-bye to this guy. We're going to cut this guy right here. Bye-bye. Now, I know it's not, whatever length of it, I don't really care about that right now. I just want to, even if it's for receiving. And this is basically just parts done now. We're done with that. Of course, ideally, I would like to have a better stripping tool because this tool actually is not that good. I need to get a new one actually. Anyway, I stripped the wire. There it is. Okay, let me focus in there. There we go. So now, of course, I don't have an eyelet or a spade connector to crimp it on here. Ideally, that would be preferred. And I just can't find it for the life of me. Like always, something always comes up. And for the last minute, I cannot find the bag of connectors. So I'm just going to put this in there as is. And, I'm going to wrap it around the connector. However, what I'm going to do also is I need to create a strain relief. Okay. So let's connect this together and then we'll work on the strain relief. Now, of course, what I did is I had to strip the wire. I cut the piece off because it was fraying when I tried to, it was a little too short. So when I tried to bend it into like a hook, it will fray. So I just said, let me cut it off. I did strip the wire with this one. It's a much better tool. And of course, I don't have the, maybe when I go to Walmart or automotive place, I'll get the connector in it. But temporarily, this will do. So as you can see, I put it in the connector, really tighten it up. Now what I want to do is I want to create a strain relief. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I have steel wire. I'm going to wrap up a little steel wire here. And then, of course, finish it with a tie wrap. And that'll do the strain relief for this. And it'll hold for now. And then, of course, later on, when I do get the connector, I'll take this out. I'll crimp the connector in. Maybe even solder it. Yeah, I put a little solder on the connector also. Heat shrink tubing, I have that. I could have put that there too, but of course I don't want to do that because I don't have the connector. And then just hook this up and we're good to go. Anyway, so instead of using the steel wire, I wound up just, you know what, I got another idea. So I said, you know what, I'm going to put a tie wrap here. It is very tight. It's not going to move, but I figure I use this notch, kind of, you know, goes notch in, to put another one here. So I have double strain release. So this thing is not going to move. Okay, actually that worked out better. So I'll just use the tie wraps instead. Okay, and tighten it as tight as I can. Cut it, of course. Same thing here. This is not going to move. Of course, here, I don't have the connector that I would like right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it as is. Actually, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to put a little hot glue gun just for now. Just so, you know, it'll seal it, you know, no, nothing in there. And then we're going to hook this up. So, of course, I'm just going to seal it just a little bit with a hot glue gun temporarily. Okay, and then we're good to go. It's going to get a little messy here, but I just want to cover up the, yeah, this stuff you can break it right out. It's not permanent or anything. I know it's going to be a little mess right there, but you know what? That's going to keep it from any oxidation, anything like that. And there you go. And that's all I need right there. Okay. Put that right there. And so there you go. Gonna allow it to dry a few minutes. And then we're gonna hook up the connection. We're gonna mount this over there. And then that'll be that. So as you can see, everything is complete. That is the balun. Of course, I got the power cord up there. That's going to be temporary because that power cord is kind of thin. I have to take a power cord I can replace that with. Because, of course, I did cut a few inches off the wire. So now it's actually, I couldn't put it closer to the original carabiner. So I had to do this power cord, and then it connects there. And it's plenty of slack though. There is plenty of slack. And there goes the LMR 400 coax. And this is temporary. I'm gonna do some reception videos on it first, and then I will start doing some FT8 and see how that goes. And let's get another shot up close. So as you can see up close, okay, you got your hot wax there, you know, securing the connection. You got the strain relief. You got another strain relief. It's good to go. Carabiner to the power cord, and then connected to this one. And of course, you got your LMR 400 right there, connector. Excuse me. Okay, then eventually I'll secure that too. I'm gonna run some tests on this, and of course the wire going up to the tree. Okay, yeah, I gave it plenty of slack. Okay, there should not be no issue with this. The only issue I can see in the future will be this power cord is a little thin, so I'm gonna replace that with thicker power cord that I do have. And of course, whatever, you know, connector I want to put on there, spade connector or eyelet connector and whatever, but that's gonna be fine for now. And then of course this is a balun, 1-to-1 balun. Before I had a 9-to-1 unning, so I have this side I can connect a second leg, but I don't know if I want to try that yet. I want to see how this is gonna work, because it's a sloper antenna. You know, otherwise I would try some other, but let's see how it works. You know, that's the beauty about this hobby. You get to experiment and have fun. Okay, so let's wrap it up. So there you go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you like content like this, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.